You are now tuned into the Day in the Life of Corey podcast, a podcast about dating, entrepreneurship, and much, much more. Here's your host, Corey.
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us once again for a Day in the Life of Corey podcast. This podcast was recorded outside while visiting Atlanta with several other content creators. A few of the people spectating did ask a few questions, and we weren't using our lapel mics, so the audio isn't the best. But this is a legendary uncut episode and also a follow-up to the first episode, so stay tuned. Welcome to another episode of A Day in the Life Corey podcast. I'm your host, Corey.
This is Kia from Zen Home Concierge, and today we're going to talk about the top 10 pet peeves in relationships with our moderator, JT Hustlez.
All right, so I'm going to get straight into this list of 10 pet peeves that Kia made, and we're going to have you respond to the first one first, how you feel about it, Corey, and then we're going to bounce back to Kia and see why she put it on the list and how she feel about it. All right, number one thing she has on her list is not being able to complete daily tasks such as cooking, cleaning, and etc. as a pet peeve she has in relationships. So, how you feel about that?
How do I feel about it? I don't start anything. If I start, I finish it. So, but I don't cook, so
So if you don't start it, you don't gotta finish it.
Right? Absolutely. All
right, Kia, how you feel about it?
I don't know what that means.
I don't cook. Like I don't get pots and pans out and like put food in them and warm it up.
But you eat.
But yeah.
But you eat.
Yeah.
I just don't know very many adults, and this is not a jab per se, that don't know how to cook.
Okay.
But they eat.
It
Right.
definitely says Mayweather on the tights. I don't know many adults. I gotta go.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
But
to
see,
that.
because and part of that goes into the fact that automatically when you're looking for a mate, a woman in your life, you're automatically putting them in a specific role of.
I ain't automatically put them in nothing. They put themselves in it.
Next pet peeve. We're going to start with Kia this time. So the second pet peeve she has is someone that's dirty. So I want you to elaborate on that a little bit more, of what you mean by dirty, and then we're going to get Corey's input on it.
Dirty or messy, you just can't clean up after yourself, which kind of ties into number one. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Corey?
Yeah, I don't like all that clutter and stuff, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Next thing on the list is bad communication. Right? So I'm going to switch it up. Corey, what do you think leads to bad communication in relationships?
Not communicating. Period. I mean, I don't know what more to say. Like my last relationship, I had
Stanford, Yale, Harvard.
No, serious.
University.
Bad communication is not communicating.
Summa
Period.
cum laude, top of the
Well,
class.
It's corrupt communication. Saying one thing and don't mean what you just saying some stuff, and I don't,
So what?
just saying some stuff and don't really mean what you're saying,
So like
Lying.
Basically,
right?
yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Half truth.
Half truth,
Right.
yeah.
Half truth.
Also, not communicating.
Yeah.
So like as a unit, as a team.
So one of my last relationship, the girl I was supposed to be marrying,
the woman, because you're not dealing with girls.
female, woman. Communication was a problem in the beginning, and I communicated. Communicated to her that was a problem, and she just wanted me to. I told her that was a problem, so she kept on going along with it, and like.
Wait,
so
what?
Communication was a problem. I
On
let her
whose
know
part?
on her part, and I let her know there was a problem
Okay, specifically how?
by communicating.
Nah. How?
What do you mean? How? How did I tell her?
Did she not communicate? Did
Don't
she over communicate?
Didn't really
she
communicate.
Just disregard you and go around you and do what she needed to do to get things done?
Nah, I wouldn't get things done.
I'm asking. No, that's not pointed at male or female. That's just for anyone.
No.
A lot of people are so independent that they don't move as a unit together when they get together, that they just go around.
Well, she was just selfish, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she only thought about herself.
Okay. So it was her communication issue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we go to the next one, we're going to talk about the word female. Kia, do you mind explaining to everybody why you dislike the word female? And then we're going to get Corey's thoughts on how he feels about the word female. So you first, Kia.
It's subconsciously disrespectful and belittling. It just is. Female is a term for anything. It's a socket, like a cat, a dog. You're belittling me and you're diminishing my humanity. You're not saying that I'm a woman. Girls are under 18, women are over 18. So even when you say girl, there's a certain part of belittling there.
So, are you saying like you're not a female?
Yes.
Oh, you're not a female.
Is that not, what is that? That's my gender though. But okay. I don't walk around and call you male.
You probably call me worse names though.
Could possibly if you continue the way you go. You never know. But nonetheless, you are still a man. And if anyone else called you something different, so if someone called you a boy, as much as other men call women girls, what would you say?
Are you trying to Me Too me right now?
No, you don't know the definition of Me Too. That's very obvious.
All that stuff just go together though.
No, it does not. Do you know what Me Too is?
Nah, I really
Could
don't.
you explain? I see. Could you explain your definition of Me Too, please?
I don't know.
No. What's
it's like
your
a movement
definition?
Against men or something? I don't know. I'm just saying something. Chill out. Dang.
No,
I'm serious.
I'm asking. What's your definition?
I'm just joking. Dang.
I don't know. So what's your definition of Me Too?
I don't know what that is. I ain't been no Me Too victim. Or that Me Too nobody. So
crazy.
Help him out, JT. That man is sinking back.
Which leads us to our next pet peeve of being inconsiderate. So, I didn't make it up. It is on the list.
Inconsiderate.
So, what do you mean when you say inconsiderate, Kia?
Like we were just talking about with the bad communication. You don't totally understand, or you're too independent. So you don't communicate and you disregard the other person's feelings. And you simply do what you need to do and go around your other person. Right. Without taking in the other person's feelings.
How you feel about that, Corey?
This is why I didn't get married. Inconsiderate. Inconsiderate person. So.
Like what you've heard so far? Never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now back to the show.
Kia, you also said people in relationships can be too independent. Corey, do you agree with that? That it's possible to be too independent as a man?
Well, I can't speak for a man because a man gonna be independent if he can, but being so independent to the point where you do something dumb and then I gotta bail you out, that's being too independent.
What?
Just experiences
but
that I've dealt with.
Dumb?
Well, dang. Okay, let me see how I gotta rephrase this, make this proper for women. Oh, you just doing things so, you could have thought about me, and I don't know what to say.
I'm
just straight to the point.
No.
I didn't call you dumb, though. This podcast making it look like me and you talking about each other.
Not at all.
So, I don't get it.
I don't get it. That's why I'm asking clarifying questions.
Well, okay. I've had to bail people out of things because they didn't listen.
Because they didn't listen.
Right. They went down. They were inconsiderate.
I'm going to jump and see if
and they
there's
didn't have
any
any consideration for me.
from any of the other off-camera co-hosts. Anything?
No, I think they clarified that he wasn't talking about the women. He was talking about men. Correct, Corey? When you said the word dumb, were you speaking of the people making dumb decisions were males or?
He was talking
I was
about the
talking
women.
about my situation. I wasn't talking about women in particular.
Oh,
but I mean,
we're talking about women, but just your situation specifically.
right. Well, been more than one situation, but yeah.
Can we have an example?
Yeah.
Because I want to see the dumbness.
Okay, so you go, I give you the money, go get your oil change, because you too inconsiderate to wait till I get off work to do it. I give you the money, or I give you the credit card.
What's your definition of inconsiderate?
He didn't.
I'm sorry.
You don't
You're
want to
right.
wait. You don't want to wait.
Okay.
So you go there and
Cutting off
Get-
the other person during the podcast.
Could be.
get your oil change. It's already $60-70, and you let them talk you into a cabin filter, all kind of stuff. Now the ticket $200. That's dumb. Just because somebody told you, instead of calling me, you got my money. You should have called me.
Okay, I would like to help Corey out. It is unlearned.
That ain't unlearned. That's inconsiderate. Because you weren't worried about, you didn't care about my money.
This is William with Not Bad Sauce, and I'm here to help Corey.
You can't help me.
But we know this. I think he knows this. This might be an exercise in futility, but I'm here for it.
I say unlearned because was this her first time doing
Put your
it?
skirt up.
Was this her first time doing this?
Nah. Actually, exactly. It wasn't no first time doing it.
So this is how I'm helping you out because that adds more credence to what you're saying because you had the initial conversation to explain why you didn't think it was the best thing to do to allow them to upsell you all these additional charges, right? Y'all had that conversation?
Nah, she didn't do that. She did other things.
You completely lost it. So it sounds like you said she did this several times. She went in for
Not oil changes. It's different situations.
but similar to that.
Right.
With it.
And not always money. Just,
So the oil change thing, was that a one-time event?
that was one time.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, it sounds that she should have got your opinion before she made a decision and didn't.
Well, definitely if it's my money. Yeah, it's my money. You can't afford to do it. I'm the one paying for it. Yeah.
Did you ever tell her?
Why would you Why would you listen to somebody there that's just trying to sell you something?
So how did she respond once the deed was done? And how did you express
It was cool. It was all cool, and I'm gonna listen, and then, blow you off and just,
passive aggressive.
Right.
Yeah. Then get the card again and just spend it.
Right.
All right. Now that he has explained this, Kia, how do you feel about it now that he's giving more?
The same as I felt before. There's no difference.
Kia, do women have to
So
check
that's
in?
my
like
fault that
Gerard
she
said?
spent my money.
Do women have to check in?
What are you saying?
Okay,
So
so
she right.
Yeah.
That's what you saying.
Okay, so first of all,
Do
let's go
women have
back.
to check in? That's
First
That
of
ain't
all, everyone
you
involved
taking it the
has
wrong way.
to
It's
check
not
in.
checking in.
No, it is because that's what you said.
It's not checking in. It's my money. So I should not. If you about to spend my money and we agreed on this amount, like I shouldn't have to look at the thing and get a notification and say you spent $200 something. It's supposed to be $60 something.
That's a working shit. Well, no, Kia.
But that's what you said. You said check in, and I'm
Oh
saying
my
both
God.
people need
What
to check
difference
in.
does the word mean? It's the action that we got the
Can I
problem
speak
with.
It's the check in.
Can I speak?
What? I didn't say check in. I said call me.
Can I speak for you?
That's a check in.
Okay, so what difference does it make? It's my money.
Yeah.
Like, what difference does it make?
I want to hear her response first.
So
Words alone.
okay, going back to the beginning when you're saying she was being inconsiderate instead of waiting for you to do it. Let's say the situation was housewife. She was home
No.
and you were work.
This is fiance. Well, about to be fiance.
But I mean, she wasn't
She didn't live with
working.
me now.
She wasn't working at that
Yeah, she was
time,
working.
and
She
you
just
were
got off
working.
earlier, yeah.
She got off earlier.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting for you to come home after working, to me that would be being considerate.
It could be.
Right. To me, that's why I said to me.
That's not the problem by her going and getting oil change. The problem
No.
is you spend the extra $140, $200. That's
Right.
the problem.
The small money to get the car fixed. That to some people, let's get this. From a mechanic who is a specialist and knows how to take care of this car.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
No.
A
Some
darn
people.
filter that costs $12 at what's it called.
Right, but that's not even male or female. Some men don't even know that.
And that's the problem. But you rather for them to know how to cook than know that though. That's
We
the
gotta
problem.
cook every day. We don't have to get the
See,
filter and the
but
oil change
so it's
every
not
day.
important for them to know that then, right?
What?
It's not important for them to know that then, right?
I'd rather you know how to cook.
That's weird.
Why? We have to eat every day.
So we just both walk around wearing panties.
What?
I'm just saying. That's the type of men y'all seem to like.
Y'all who?
Women.
Everyday
Yeah. Yeah.
So because we want a man who can cook.
Yeah, you rather for him to cook than be able to
But being a
fix your
cook
car
means that you
or,
wear
or,
panties?
or no, just what I'm saying. You rather
That's what you
rather
said.
for you almost want a man that's like your sister or something. You rather have that than
So, chef.
a man that know how to.
Wear panties and they're not
Like I said,
men?
you rather have a man that know how to do stuff like that don't know how to do things that men do.
I'm your conscience.
I'm just saying.
Please cease.
Yes.
And that's what gets y'all in a lot of situations. That's why you
situations.
have women doing stuff like the woman did with me. You spend all that money instead of, because that's the type of dude she used to deal
You
with.
sound hurt, babe.
No, you the one angry. I ain't the one angry.
I'm just saying that because you're
trying to make me
situation.
wrong.
No, I'm not trying to make you wrong. You just
So-
simply are.
So if you sent me to the store right now with your card and I said I was gonna go get a Coke or something, and then I came back and I spent $78, you ain't gonna have no problem with that?
No, what are you going to the store for? I don't have a big problem with that.
Flag. I don't believe that.
I don't.
You a
What'd you get?
You a lying the truth ain't
What'd
it?
you get?
You a lying the truth ain't it?
I would like to ask this question
What
if I
is
could
that?
interject. No. So is there an amount? Is there
You can't win with some people.
no, is there an amount that someone can spend on your card above and beyond what you anticipated that they were about to purchase that would bother you?
It's not the dollar amount, but go ahead.
I was about to say it's not so much a dollar amount as the purchase itself. What are you
Wait,
purchasing?
wait.
It's
It
all
has to be about
dependent.
the dollar amount.
It's not
the
the
dollar
dollar
amount is going to trigger a response. So if I'm going to the store to get some kombucha,
Right.
and I come back with $1,000 worth of whatever from Target, I feel like you're at least going to wonder what you're
Yes.
having and why.
Right. And what did you buy? So my
panties.
definite thing. I'm gonna have an issue if it's wants versus needs. Yes. Was it frivolous? Can you
That's-
not be trusted with the card?
That's his point.
Right.
That's his point.
But
Is
that's-
that you've
right.
been she's been allowed to.
That's
do
all I've been
that,
saying
to
the
have
whole
somebody
time.
Upsell her again and again in various situations, and as he said, they had the conversation about it. She agreed. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't do this. With no intentions of ever listening to it.
She's taking the
Now
words
take
to
that
heart.
principle in terms of someone acknowledging that something is wrong.
No, I get it. It just all sounds bad.
She's taking the words. When you said
But now
aloud,
that we've
she
established
took that a
what the
certain way.
principle is,
Oh,
how do you
no.
feel about it?
When you said aloud, she took that a certain way. So you need to go back to the Bible. I don't know what she believes in, so I ain't trying to go there with
So let me ask you a question. When you spoke to her and this happened, what did you
Ain't
say?
talking-
Did you call her dumb?
No, now why would I do that? Just because I joke with y'all? I'm very respectful.
Yeah, so he didn't call her dumb. And she doesn't believe you for it. But let's give him the benefit
The
of the
fact
doubt.
that her batteries died. Yeah, he ain't like this. Look like her batteries died.
Yeah, so we're gonna take his word for it that he didn't call her dumb.
Didn't even go out the way to say nothing out of the way. I just had a conversation.
But I don't
Corrupted
know if you
communication.
answered. How do you feel about that
Corrupt.
principle that she's violated several times?
Violated?
Yeah, so if you agree to something,
Okay.
and then you take and do not walk in that agreement that you made of
Okay.
your own free will and volition,
Mhm.
isn't it a violation of the contract, the verbal contract that you made?
No, because I am taking it upon the opinion of a certified technician working on this car.
So then our conversation had zero value.
No.
Because the time
You trust
that
him
were
more than you
talking
trust
to
me?
and agreeing that we're not going to do that, you had already premeditated that my words are null and void.
Absolutely.
No, they're not null and void.
They're void and null.
Pass the mic to him.
We done had some conversations, so.
I really believe you finish how you start. And the red flags present themselves.
Absolutely.
You do not pay attention, either side, I mean, it's bound to happen.
They'll pull you down with them. She had bad credit. I got good credit. And, you know.
Oh, so that was a mistake on your part. Knowing this, you then still decided to give her the card.
Oh, my God.
You shifted.
See what I'm saying?
I'm saying, if you're saying she's bad with money, why would you then entrust her or anyone?
Because you told
with
me
money?
you going to go get your oil change.
Well, she told the creditor she'd pay, and that didn't happen, which is why her credit is bad.
So
correct?
you're saying he shouldn't have been? It's his fault.
Right.
I don't think it's a fault. She went to get the car.
She just gonna take the woman's side regardless.
No, I won't do that.
Why would
I won't
he
do
give her
that.
the card? Because that's his future potential fiance who needs an oil change, and he's doing what he believes is his appropriate
Okay,
duty.
but you said it wasn't the first time.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
So you went through this before.
not with the same type of thing. This other stuff.
So, but you know, but you know she has an issue with money.
Something with, but she still need an oil change. So I supposed to let her blow the motor up on the car.
No, that's
And
not what I'm saying.
then
I'm
I
just
got to get a
saying.
whole motor. I mean, let's be rational
Yeah,
about
whole
it.
motor.
Now I don't.
Well,
know
what's gonna happen? You blow the motor up. Oh, that's
I
right. You
don't
wouldn't know
what
because
to
you.
call this. but
'cause I'm a
gonna come
man,
up with
so-
a name because y'all call it mansplaining. You definitely did some women.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
jumped around like, oh, it's your fault. You shouldn't have
Right.
got the card.
Right.
This is the end of part 1
He just ended this
of
one.
the Day in the Life of Corey podcast, episode 3.
Yeah. No, you did
Stay
some-
tuned for part 2.
Thanks for joining us this week. If you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel at A Day in the Life of Corey, and be sure to tune in next week for our next episode.